Alright, so you wanted to know how to make chromatic scales. Well, you've come to the right place, because I've been doing it for a year and a half, so I know what I'm doing now, I think. Uh, don't worry about that. Alright, so for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use Engineer from TF2, and I have clips right here. Oh. Alright, we got clips right here, like this. And then there's two different types of chromatic scales you can make. One being the one I'm about to show you, which is one where you stretch it, and one where it makes it sound, I can't really explain it, it's like a block of audio, and it'll sound good almost every time. So, let's say you're good with this one. You're good with that, and you got all the vowels you need. And you got, like, everything that you need, which is basically all the stuff that you'll need is 4 or 5 vowels. Four mandatory ones, one optional one. So we got the A sound, the E sound, the I sound, and the O sound. Optional one being U. People don't use U that much. It's now being used because of spike in popularity about it. People don't use it though, so these are the ones I've been using. So let's say you're done with your chromatic scale, but you want to extend it because it's not long enough. I get that a lot. So you want to extend it. If you're not, you have to have Audacity for the first one. Go to Effect, then Pitch and Tempo, change tempo, and usually -75 works. This is what it sounds like after it's done. It sounds terrible. Usually when you pitch correct it, it sounds decent. Okay, so when you're happy with it, I'm going to go to when you're in pitch and tempo, you want to turn on use high quality stretching. It's going to be slow, but it'll make it sound at least somewhat decent. So file, export selected audio. Make sure you select it, and then alright, I'm just gonna skip through this. Alright, so when you're there, you want to go to the folder you saved Engineer in, or whatever you're making a chromatic scale for. Then I'm going to create a new folder, or new stretched ng ver1, which means version 1. So then I'm going to create a raw folder. I don't do that too much, so it's just a habit. And name it 1, because there's an easier way of doing it, and it's going to make your life easier instead of taking the time to do it. So yes, make it so it's this, and save it. Do the same to the rest. I'll speed up this part. Alright, so I forgot to tell you, but you're gonna have to name them 1 through 4 or 5, or how many you want to make. A being the first one, E usually being the second one. It's a difference between I and O. O I usually put after, like this. That's a U sound, so that's not a very good example. But you want to make either I or O after that. I don't do both. Do both, I don't care. It's whatever works for you, so whatever sounds the best. Alright, yeah, just time lapse again. Oh, by the way, I'd recommend doing what I'm doing here is take this part and make sure there's no slide up like that. Just go right here so it goes right there and it's not building up. It'll sound really bad. I used to do that. Don't ever do that. By the way, this works for sampled recordings chromatics. So let's say you recorded a chromatic and it sounded really bad and it was really short. You could extend it like that. I wouldn't recommend doing it. I'd recommend just using, like, I don't know, like OBS or Audacity's built-in recorder. I used to do it through OBS, and it was really stupid. Alright, yeah, once you got all your chromatics down, you want to go into the description and download Chromatic Scale Generator. These are the presets I use. And C2 is C3 on FL Studio's chain. And yeah, I usually do sample gap, which means how spaced out your chromatic audios are. So your A and E are, it's going to depend how much close they are, or how far away they are from each other in a chromatic scale. So turn on pitched. Don't turn that off unless you want to do the third way, which I'm not going to teach you because that one is hard. So click browse, go to wherever you kept it. I kept mine in here, not there. Here. And you want to select the folder. It won't show anything because it's selecting the folder. So you have to take a little bit. So once you make it so it's generate chromatic, make sure it's a .wav file. If it's not a .wav file, it probably won't read it. And then it'll sit on this screen for a little bit, and we'll come back to when it's finished. Alright, so what you can also do is go into where you kept it, mine being like in an Explorer folder like this. Go back into it, and you can see it's loading like that, and that's how you know if it's finished or not. It'll like change to 1000, maybe even higher. Mine being like all the 1000 kilobytes, I think it's kilobytes. And then if it's close to a number like that, it's nowhere close to finish. Well, it depends because it changes numbers all the time. And I like doing that only because I'm not patient at all. So, speed it up again. By the way, this entire tutorial is going to be using the Chromatic Scale Generator. If you don't want to install that and you want to do it the FL Studio way, I'll teach you that. You'll just have to tell me in the comments because I like doing this way. I've been doing this way since like 5 months ago. Actually, close to 3. I've been doing the FL Studio way for longer, and I know how it works. So if you want that, tell me, because I wouldn't mind doing that again. I used to do it. Anyway, speed it up again because it's not done. Alright, you'll know when it's done, when it's like not red here, unless you hover over it. But it'll look done when it's like looking like this. And once that's finished, you can go into FL Studio or whatever DAW you use. Personally, I recommend, after with personal experience, to use FL Studio and SliceX, but if you don't have FL Studio, I have the free version, so I'm with everyone who else has it. So anything that I'm doing here does not include anything with the pro version or professional or whatever people use. So alright, now go to the thing that you have, and you can see mine's 35,000 kilobytes. Now open it up, press on this marker thing here, auto slice, dull auto slicing. Now if your chromatic scale didn't process right or didn't chop right, you might want to scroll through and make sure there's nothing wrong with it. Alright, yeah. Once it's sliced, there's going to be a piano here. What you can do with the piano is play with it. All it's going to be using Chromatic Scale Generator, so you're going to have Chromatic Scale Generator for this tutorial. Or maybe not, you just want to do the FL Studio way. Like I said earlier, you can just tell me in the comments. I don't care. I'll do it. It doesn't take too much time. unless you're making a giant chromatic. Then it'll take a lot of time. Besides that, you'll be pretty good. So the second way to do it is by taking this. Maybe you have individual samples and not this, but we're going to go with this. Chop it like this, making sure these wave things stay like this. So then you could take out the middle parts and it'd be like separate, right? So there. Once you got that, you want to click on this thing here, make unique sample. I'm gonna put it in this. I don't even know what that means, but, and then I'm gonna create a raw folder. Like I did before, you're gonna have to create one, then this one again, then you're gonna make this one, you're gonna make this one 2, this one is gonna be 3, why does it keep opening that? Yeah, okay. Alright, so like the last one, put that in there. Right. Like the last one, you're gonna make it 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, whatever you want to make it. And yeah, you just go into raw 3. Oh wait, I already have 3. 4. Now you have all these. You wanna either double click, either click here and click pitch correct sample, or click here or here twice. Bring up this menu, right click and go to pitch corrector. I'll take you to here. Plays the audio and it shows you the pitch. Then what you want to do is go into the channel rack by pressing this, then click on slot 2 and go to Edison. It should be in MISC. So do not turn on append, and if it doesn't record it, if Edison is above Newtone, it won't record it, so you want to make it below. Alright, now if you want to make it the second way, this is how I do it. You want to find a good chunk of audio, and you're going to record that block of audio that will be processing through here. I'm going to turn off the desktop audio, so then you won't have to hear me doing that. So I'm going to find a good audio. That's good. Or yeah, what I mean by that is you're gonna take. Okay, I'm turning on desktop audio again. That's a good one. Now press record. It won't record anything until you do it. There. Then you see this red space that's gonna appear? Drag over here. Doesn't matter where, just over here. It will make it blue on the other side. Okay, if you got this part here, you want to go to where it is, and then press delete on your keyboard. Mine is being del. So, then chop away that. Now it sounds like this. Then go to save file here, save sample. Now go to where you kept it last time, and oh yeah. So you can replace one. Then what you can do is go here, press new. Now you can click on this one and then pitch correct. It will open. It'll keep this Newtone open, except it'll open a new file. That's Sonic. Why is it Sonic? Did I do something wrong? I think I did something wrong. I must hear it. No, that's right. Alright, well, pitch corrector again. Oh, that's 3D granulizer. That's the audio sample. Pitch corrector. There we go. Fixed. If it does that, you just want to drag it in again. That's simple. It might not even do that. It might just be you're screwed. Oh wait, no. You're not screwed. I just don't remember how to do it. Find a good spot. That not being a good spot. That's a good spot. Now record that. That's bad. Delete that. Now record it and go like this. There, you're gonna chop that again. Sounds good though, right? No. Sounds like it's gonna give you an ear infection. Don't worry. It'll sound better. So, yeah. Then do this same again. Open the pitch corrector. Then create new. Get a spot that's good. Think here will work. Yes, I know it sounds terrible, but we're gonna have to deal with that. Delete and delete. And then you see how big that is? If it's big, click on this thing here, go to amp, turn it down. There we go. Now it sounds like this. Actually, it's way too much. Control Z to undo. Amp, turn it up a little bit. There. Now the same thing, save it, and then overlap it with the other one. Then you won't have the noises I have with Windows. It's something I got. Alright, so Edison again. New, same thing as last time. Just gotta make sure it's the right one. Record this. See here. I think that sounds really bad. New. How does that sound? I think that sounds alright. That'll work. It's not perfect, but it's just a tutorial. You can make it as perfect as you want. I'm not going to. Too much effort for a tutorial. Then you can do this. Same thing again. You just want to get to Chromatic Generator. Browse. Now go to the folder you kept it in. Select the folder. Create Chromatic. Chromatic. You want to generate the Chromatic. Good. That's very good, because now once it generates, it'll sound pretty good. So we're going to use an FOP as an example for both of the things we have. For this example, I'm going to use Radiation song. It's a recreation FOP. Don't remember who it's by, so sorry if you recognize the FOP, the creator. Sounds like this. Yeah. Get this. It's Toby. Alright. This is engineer, and then hear it. Yeah, that's what your Chromatic will sound like. We're gonna compare both once this one finishes. So we're gonna be here for a little bit, considering that the other one took really long. So, well, I mean, I've been recording for 25 minutes. So, all right, yeah. Alright, now that it's finished, you can get to this, then this, well, file, not save, that's different. Right. File, load sample, then there's the Chromatic. Then, again, go through, make sure there's no like extra things. Yep. Look at that. Big blocks. Well, okay, let's hear it. Yep, that's basic tutorial into chromatic scale generating. I'll have a link to chromatic scale generator in the description, like I said at the start, so have fun making chromatics, I guess.